I've been reviewing red light therapy panels for about 6 years now. I've tested them all. I've tested the gimmicks, I've tested the good ones, I've tested the Alibaba ones. If you name it, chances are I have reviewed it. And with this testing comes knowledge. So I want to help you find the best panel out there. Simple, right? Let's get into it. Earlier in 2024, I did a big comparison. I took 17 panels, compared them to find the best video. Okay, so first up, let's look at some of the smaller panels. These are what I call wall panels, typically 200 to 300 LEDs. You may have seen my 2024 comparison where I looked at 17 of these panels. Check it out, it's a really good video. So I've taken the top 2 panels from that video. In second place, we have the Block Blue Light Power Mega Panel. This retails for $1,499 US, though if you use the discount link and code down below, you'll save 15%, bringing it down to about $1,270. I should mention, by the way, if you use these codes or referral links, you're going to save, which is great. I also get a small commission. It's applicable to all of the products mentioned in this video. Now, the Block Blue Light Mega Panel has 300 LEDs with 5 different wavelengths. It's putting out 630 and 660 nanometer red light, 810, 830, and 850 nanometer near infrared light. And it has an average tested power reading of about 87 milliwatts over centimeter squared. So what do I like about this panel? Well, it does a really good job of blending the light. You get good light coverage on the body. It's also emitting a ton of power. It's not market leading, but it's definitely up there. It's also a good size for a panel of 300 LEDs. 12 inches wide, you get pretty good exposure on the body. It comes with all the right accessories, a really good manual, good customer care, good support. This company's been around for about 8 years now, so they're legit. It comes with a good, easy to use remote. It has pulsing for those that want to use that. And it has custom dimming and a really nice control panel. Finally, operation is good. It's very quiet to run. And if you want to get this shipped to your door, you can get it shipped at a really low shipping price. Plus they have warehouses located all around the world. And what do I not like about it? Well, there's no app that comes with this panel. A lot of companies are offering apps with advanced features and improved controls. It's also missing out on some of the more unique wavelengths. There's no blue, there's no 1060 nanometer near infrared or even amber that we're seeing in some other panels. And then finally, a big reason why it may not be the best choice for the overall panel is its size. 12 inches wide is good, but if you want to treat the whole body, you're going to have to get a few of these or move around. Next up, we have the PlatinumLED BioMax 900. Now, this panel actually came out first in that 2024 comparison video. It retails for $1,299, but if you order it through the link down below, you'll save, and that will bring the price down to about $1,234. They do free shipping to the USA, but international customers will have to pay a premium. Like the Block Blue Light panel, it is 300 LEDs and 12 inches wide. However, it uses 7 different wavelengths. You get all the standard red and near infrared wavelengths, plus you're getting some blue light in there and some 1060 nanometer near infrared. Its power is also higher than the Block Blue Light Mega, with a figure of 90 milliwatts over centimeter squared. So what do I like about it? Well, of course, the fact it's got the blue in there and it's got the revolutionary 1060 nanometer light. And the power is exceptional. If you want something with a lot of power, then this is it. It's got a really good manual. You're buying from a company that's been involved in the red light therapy space for a very long time now. There's also a lot of stand and mounting options. Plus, this panel works great if you want to get multiple units and connect them all together. It's what I've done for years using my quad setup with 4 BioMax 900 panels. Plus, it comes with a standard remote, and you can buy an upgraded remote if you want that. And there's a free app that makes controlling this panel a lot easier. Operation is really nice. There's really good wireless connectivity and a slick control panel. What do I not like about it? Well, it doesn't have pulsing. The shipping internationally is quite high. Return fees can be high depending on the problem. It's also using single chip LEDs, and a lot of the power, even though it has 7 wavelengths, is going to 2 different wavelengths. So you're not getting the best blend of light coverage, especially when you're comparing it to, say, a Block Blue Light Mega panel. Still though, it is an exceptional panel and many people have been happy with it, including myself. Another panel I need to mention is the Mito Red MitoPRO 1500X. Now, this didn't score as well in my comparison series. I think it ended up about 5th. However, it is quite unique and I wanted to include it here. The main reasons are it includes amber light, which no other panel does, and there's quite a lot of benefits to the 590 nanometer amber light. I'll put a link to an article we've written over at Light Therapy Insiders if you want to know more about that. Also, it's very tall, meaning if you're looking for a panel that has that extra height, it is a good option. Of course, the downside is you lose width. Now this panel retails for $1,249. However, if you use the link and discount down below, it'll drop the price down to $1,187. Now, while we're talking about prices, if you're watching this during the Thanksgiving holiday period, please know that there are some amazing deals going on these panels and all the other companies I've mentioned so far. I'll put a link down to the deals and discount page. It's always updated, so it's worth checking that out before you do purchase anything. Because I know, for instance, this particular panel, Mito Red Light are doing a one-off $200 off saving. So definitely check out their discount page before you make a purchase. Now, like the BioMax panel, shipping to the US is free. However, international shipping comes at a cost. Like I said before, it's got amber light in it and it's got 4 other wavelengths. And in total, it's putting out 75 milliwatts over centimeter squared. So a decent amount of energy, but nothing compared to the BioMax. What do I like about this panel? Well, you're buying again from a company that's been in the red light therapy space for a long time now. They're well known for their customer care. They've got some good return policies, and the free US shipping is a plus. The Mito Red Light panel also has a touchscreen control system, and it's quite nice. It's a little bit different to the Platinum and the Block Blue Light panel, but it works really well. Plus, it comes with quite an advanced app allowing you to track your sessions if you really want to geek out on that. Of course, it's got that 590 nanometer wavelength, and there's quite a unique floor stand that allows you to get 2 of these panels and stack them on top of each other. What I don't like about this panel, personally, I don't like the narrow design. I much prefer a wider one. For the price you're paying, it is a little bit underpowered, especially compared to those other 2 panels. And even though it comes with this rather unique app, I feel like the app's a little bit rough around the edges. Okay, so let's work up in size. I want to look at the Mito Light Mitohacker panel. But before we do that, I just want to say, hey, if you enjoy this video, can you hit the like button and also subscribe? I'll be doing a lot more comparison videos, a lot more reviews. There's some exciting products coming out in 2025, so I'll be reviewing them as soon as they're released. Hit the subscribe button and you'll be the first to be notified about it. Okay, so the Mito Light Mitohacker has 400 LEDs, 100 more than the 3 panels I've already mentioned. Even better is it's 16 inches across, so it's a lot wider. It retails for $1,884. However, discount code Alex will save 10% on that price. Now, it's emitting 6 different wavelengths. You've got 3 red light wavelengths and 3 near-infrared wavelengths. There's no blue, there's no amber, and there's no 1060 nanometer. However, power-wise, it's coming in at 71 milliwatts over centimeter squared. So it's the weakest of the 4 panels I've mentioned so far. Still a good therapeutic dose though. What do I like about the panel? Well, it's actually got 6 different wavelengths in here, which is quite unique given that it doesn't have those unique wavelengths. You're also getting dual chip LEDs. So each LED bulb has both a red and a near infrared chip inside it, meaning you're going to get a really nice blend of light on the body, which is important. I also think it's a nice size. It's not giant, but it is giving you good width. There's also wireless connectivity, a really nice dimming and control system built in, some good stand options, no restocking fees, and free worldwide shipping. What I don't like about it, you could argue it's a little bit underpowered for a large panel. The price is starting to get up there, especially if you're on a strict budget. And I know I said before the extra width is great, but it's also a little bit of a downside. You see, you're still not getting full shoulder to shoulder width with this panel. I suppose you could turn it on its side, but then of course you've got to slowly work it down your whole entire body. For true body coverage, you need an even larger panel. So let's look at these. So a few months ago, I did a video looking at the best body panels in 2024. By body panel, I mean a panel that's going to treat majority of the body in one session. If that's the kind of thing you're after, I highly recommend checking out that video. But here I'm going to cover the top 2 panels from that video. So in second place in that video was the Block Blue Light Elite XL. Now this panel has 720 LEDs, so a big jump up from the Mitohacker with its 400. And of course the Block Blue Light Mega, which only had 300 LEDs. You are of course paying a premium for these extra LEDs. It retails for $3,500. However, if you order through the link down below and use discount code Alex, you'll save 15%. So that means you can get it for under $3,000 US. Shipping is quite low price, even if you're located outside the US. Now the specs are similar to the Block Blue Light panel I mentioned earlier, 5 different wavelengths. Pretty good power output, about 77 milliwatts over centimeter squared. It has all the same functionality, touchscreen control, a remote, good stand options. It's really nice and quiet. It comes packaged with a good manual. And oh, it also has dual chip LEDs. I forgot to mention that with the other Block Blue Light panel. Another big positive is there's no issues from a circuitry point of view. This panel only draws 11 amps. So in the US, a lot of standard power points have 15 amp limits. So you can plug this beast of a panel directly into the wall and know that you don't need to get an electrician to do any advanced wiring. Also, it's huge. Well, it's not huge because I'm going to talk about an even larger panel soon, but it is large. However, it's small enough that one person can still move it around. You could even hang this from a door, for instance. So you're getting a panel that's the best of both worlds. It's treating a large portion of the body, not all of it, but a big chunk of it. And you can plug it into your regular PowerPoint and move it around, and you don't need 2 or 3 guys to help you set it up, for instance. When it comes to the downsides, the main downside here is, unfortunately, that size. If you just want one panel that's going to treat your entire body, shoulder to shoulder, head to toe, then yeah, this is coming a little bit short. You'll either have to skip the head and treat the ankles, or skip the ankles and treat the head. Likewise with the arms. If you're a bigger guy or girl, probably going to miss out on some of the arms and shoulders. Still though, it is a good panel and comes in at a good price point. Now be sure to hang around until the end of the video because I do have something else to mention related to block blue light and a large panel. So that leaves the Rojo Refine 3600. Now this came out number 1 in that body panel comparison video. It is a huge panel. It is 24 inches across. The block blue light elite panel was only 16.5 inches across. It has 1200 LEDs, it emits 5 different wavelengths, and it retails for $3,700 US. And if you use discount code ALEX, then the price comes down to $3,300. So it's only a couple $100 more than the block blue light panel, but you're getting a lot more width and a lot more LEDs. From a power point of view, it's a little bit lower, but still a good dose at 72 milliwatts. It comes with a nice control panel, though it is a little bit small. And even better, the Rojo panel has some preset custom modes, meaning you can go through and select from muscle recovery, bone health, general inflammation, or you can even save your own mode. So you can go in and change the intensity of every particular wavelength and save that into the unit itself, which at the time of filming, no other panel offers. You're also getting pulse in, you're getting the touchscreen, you're getting a panel that's very, very quiet, low EMF, and it comes bundled with a handy app. Oh, and I should mention shipping is free worldwide, which is huge given this panel is massive. What do I not like about it? Well, the control panel is on the smaller side and it's a little bit hard to use. It's actually easier to use the advanced features through the app. Of course, it's a very expensive panel. It's also very large. You're gonna need at least 2 people to get this in your door and set up. And once it's set up, you're probably not gonna move it. Another concern is running this from a standard PowerPoint, because on paper, it shouldn't work with a regular PowerPoint in the US. It's not a problem for countries using 240 volts. However, in our Facebook group, I highly recommend jumping in that group, by the way. I'll put a link to it down below. I've asked the question and I haven't found anyone that did have a problem with the Rojo 3600 using it in America. Still, it's just something to be aware of. Also, this panel doesn't have any of those unique wavelengths. There's no blue, there's no amber, there's no 1060 nanometer near infrared. But if you just want one panel with some pretty cool features at a really good price point, decent power output, and you know it's going to treat your whole body, one side, then you can turn around and treat the other side, then yeah, the Rojo Refine 3600 is probably my pick, probably my recommendation. But of course, it's not for everyone. Maybe you're limited on size or probably budget. So let's say you are limited on budget. If you can only afford about $1,200, then you're going to have to get one of the wall panels. That's a panel with about 300 LEDs. Here's where the PlatinumLED BioMax 900 and the block blue light mega panel are really attractive. Now I've done videos on these so you can check out the reviews. I've also done comparisons, so go check them out if you want to make the most informed decision. Also check out the current deals going over at the Light Therapy Insiders deals page because you may find that there's an amazing deal going and that swings you to one product over another. Oh, and while you're on that website, check out the shopping tool. I have a database of all the products I've reviewed, so you can easily go through and make a comparison. And if you can stretch the budget just a little bit more, then yeah, definitely check out the Mito Light Mitohacker. That extra width, the extra 100 LEDs, is a good option. Remember, if you're looking for best overall benefits from red light therapy, you want to treat as much of the body as possible. So you can get a small panel, you just have to treat this part of the body, then this part, and then move it around, and it's going to take a while. So the bigger the panel, the more time savings you're getting effectively. And if you can stretch the budget even further and get up to that $3,000 price point, then yeah, definitely check out the block blue light elite panel, or even better, the Rojo Refine 3600. Now, I mentioned earlier block blue light and large panel? Well, that is because anytime now, Block Blue Light are meant to be releasing their Ultimate XXL panel. This is meant to be similar size to the Refine 3600, and they're meant to be incorporating some new features in here. Now, I wish I had all the features in the panel on hand at the time of filming, but I don't. So, depending on when you're watching this, you may want to check that panel out as well if you were serious about the Refine 3600. Alternatively, hit the subscribe button, and when that panel is out, I'll be sure to do a review. In the meantime, check out my body panel comparison video up here. We go into a lot more detail, and I cover some points that I didn't have time to cover in this video.